Well, welcome back. This is a reading, a general reading in the style of a Celtic cross for my Libra friends, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It covers the time period of about August the 23rd, 24th through September the 2nd. It's a 10-day stretch, but I think with my readings, I think 10 days is about a fair amount of time. Now, at the end of this reading, I'm going to go over to Vimeo and I'm going to run a focused love reading just for you. That is called the Magical Love Reading. It focuses on the end of the summer, and it does look at a period of time examining a couple and their love for one another. Now, first I want a Soul's Journey card from James Van Praagh, and that is empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. Interesting, opening yourself up to seeing both sides of a situation. Okay. Now, I need 10 cards for this Celtic cross. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're going to take a peek at what's at the bottom, which is the Knave of Swords. Now, we know all the young dudes carry the news. He is the messenger in the deck. He brings communication. He brings verbal communication. He brings the written word. And he can often be kind of aggressive with his delivery, and he can sometimes be confusing, clouded with the delivery of the message. So for some of you, there may be a message coming through where you may need to look at a situation from both sides. Now, first we look at the current circumstance for Libra, and that is the Two of Pentacles. Balance, structure, planning, formulating, coming up with the right solution. Maybe a solution connected to this communication coming your way. It talks though more about the security, the foundation of a situation, and how solid are you standing during your circumstance. It's about balance. Now, we look at the next, which is what is crossing or complementing your situation. And this is good. So now we have the Ace of Wands. So we're driven to do something new. Do something new that adds a stability, a harmony to our surroundings, to our foundation. It looks like with the Ace of Wands, it always kind of feels like, hey, this is a great idea. It's time to do this, especially if it feels like it's going to contribute to your stability. But you may need to see both sides of a situation here. Now, first, let's look at the next position, which is what is best, the best that you can expect from the situation right now. And that is the Three of Wands. So you can expect some potential growth, some potential ship coming in. Now, I think we're clearly talking about something that is connected to our finances, our path in life, our career choices, our spirituality. We have a growth here. But again, with the growth, we're being asked to look at something from both sides. Are there other people to concern ourselves with as we experience this growth? Whatever it is. I almost feel like somebody here is going to win a lottery, buy a lottery ticket and connect with some money. And the point of that is, well, how do I divide it? How do I help others around me in order to create stability all around? And so it feels like we're making a connection with growth here, which is a positive step forward, which is where we want this to go. We don't want that communication to come in badly. We want it to be strong. And we want to be able to figure out how we spread the good around. Because now we're talking about generosity. Next. The hidden factors around you. The Three of Cups. So it's going to be a joyful experience, whatever this is. Whatever this growth is, it's also connected to celebration, to joy, to excessive celebration, explosive celebration with the Three of Cups and the Three of Wands. And so you're achieving something here. And there's growth connected with joy. Now we're going to ask, how are we going to spread the joy around? To me, again, I'm feeling a strong sense of real generosity and contribution. Very good. Now, past events influencing the present. Strength. Well, that is just pure and simple, kind of a generic expression that you've really kind of made your life what you wanted. You've got an inner strength, you've got a confidence, some drive, some growth thrown in. It feels like as a person you're really coming into your own. That's what I want to say. You're growing and maturing as an individual, and you're really coming into your own. And now you're wondering, how do I spread some of this goodness that I have been able to achieve around? What is the best way to do this? So I like this energy. Now, next. Your next move, the King of Cups. The King of Cups, spreading the love around, being the host, being the joy, the giver of joy, being the lover. But you control the situation. You're controlling how you're doling out this love to those around you. Your next move is to open up to the love that comes only from giving. If you're generous with those around you from some bounty that you've received, you're going to get love in return. And that's what the King of Cups next move really is here. Now, the 7. How you see yourself or what you can do right now. The Judgment. The Judgment. And this is for maybe one person out there who's watching this. This message here is about that act of generosity. It is bringing the good in. For someone, it changes their life. So even the slightest gesture here can change someone's life. And so you are the giver to someone of a second chance, no matter how small the gesture is. Is it a friend that lost their home? Are you opening up a spare bedroom to a friend who has no place to go? You have that bounty to offer to someone, and you give it, and the love comes back to you. In spades, by the way. If you're giving of yourself, it's going to come back. Now, in the next position, what is in your environment right now? The Star, the Aquarius card. This is the giving and receiving of wishes. It's the wishes granted. It's the fluidity and the wisdom to be generous when necessary. It's, you know, it's the river of life. It's the healing that comes through an act of generosity for someone. It's either an act of generosity that you are fortunate enough to receive or to be able to give. But someone here is definitely in a healing energy through this act of generosity. Next. What are your hopes and fears? The seven card, which is the Chariot. And the Chariot is about choosing the right path. And so you're hoping that the things that you're bestowing on people around you as you go through a period of abundance, you're hoping that you are making the right choices, choosing the right path that will bring you the most love, the most admiration, the most affection. That situation feels like you're moving maybe slowly towards the right path, but just know for whoever this is, you know, the road feels open as you move closer to your objective here. But it all feels really good. There's positive movement here. It's what you're hoping for, is making the right choices. Now, the final outcome. Now, I don't know what this is here for. For you, you're going to have to be the judge as to why there are hurt feelings here at the end of the road, at the end of the outcome here. I cannot truly say. Maybe it has something to do with empathy and seeing something from both sides. Why is someone hurt? Is someone maybe left out? Well, we have two younger images here. And we have a new communication. And a feeling that it just isn't enough. I almost feel like someone here is going to be feeling left out of the generosity or left out of the process. It feels more of a doubtful kind of person. Maybe someone who's really more undeserving of generosity, because I think abundance should be given to those who have earned abundance. You know, sometimes there are individuals who are angry and hostile, who don't really become deserving of what feels like a very generous hand being given out. And it almost feels as if this person is being given some generosity and they're just sort of looking at it like you just crapped in their head. You know, it just feels like someone is feeling a bit dejected or not involved or not given what they feel is their due, but somebody here is there for the spoils. They're there just to kind of kill this atmosphere. They feel like they're there to take a good act of generosity and turn it around into something negative. That's where I get with this. Even though this is just this great sense of a generous act, there feels like someone there that wants to tear it down. That's the message I'm supposed to be giving you here. That's the warning. Walk carefully. I think communication should be clear as you proceed through this process, if this is you. And beware of someone who's just going to kind of poo-poo everything that you try to do for them. So, you cannot fight with people like that. Just put yourself in the place that you want to be in. Now, here it says you may have to see things from both sides. I guess if you're dealing with someone who just has a natural sense of being dejected and rejected and stepped on and they think everybody walks all over them, that's the kind of feeling I'm getting from this person. That's just the warning to tread lightly around that person. Act as you see fit, because that's what this is all about, free will. And so that's what I've got for you during this period of time. I'm going to go over and do a love reading now. And hopefully we'll pick up a better end energy than we've got here. So, someone is there to spoil the soup. Don't let it happen. You're doing something good. Pay that person no mind, I think, is the real idea here for you guys. And until next time, Libra, I would say let it roll off of your back. It's just another great act of generosity. Go with it and breathe deep. Somebody's not going to be happy, but who the hell cares about them anyway? Okay, I didn't just say that. Everybody is worthy. And until the next time. Sorry about that, guys. I wandered. Take care. Be well and peace.